This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
We love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They feed him again. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground, and he will not get there. How about this? Defense stopping that run short. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, Get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Pringle. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to get it in. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
No backs. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Calls his own number. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football, because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Makes the grab. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now on the counter. Might have a chance. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. They went for it all on 1st down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Here's the heat. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some 1st downs.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Direct snap. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Ready? Blue 22. Blue 22. Ninja.
Throwing, Underwood. He's got him. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pulls it in. It's Marsh. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover it. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone, it's Compton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Mensah. Here's the pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Defense playing a bail technique. Here's Mensah to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Pringle. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So They'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads it left. The short hands, it's Lofton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The screen, he's got wheels. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he could not get loose on the run.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got some room, it was over. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill it, kill it. 390, Twilight. 390, Twilight.
Play action with Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. A strike downfield. There he goes. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. He wants it all. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Sends it back in motion. Mensah. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush finishes him. Now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Marsh. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Underwood. Fires to the tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Looking to scramble. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's That's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, it's Pringle. Here's a little room there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Oregon taking on the #1 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Ducks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll open this third quarter with a run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Hansen. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Gives it to the back on the draw. Could be an alley. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Kill. Shit.
Here's Underwood to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The offense changing the play. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Mensah. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip. And they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Carr. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Plows through the defense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Making side adjustments here. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this tight end after that touchdown continues to have his way for the defense, and there was nobody even around him, close to him in the end zone, David. He just found the zone. He put his hand up. Quarterback, that was easy for him to see, but inexplicably bad coverage on the back end by the defense.
I mean, that was basically routes on air. Wide open. And this guy, it's not like he's a bum. This dude's been cooking you all day, and they left him absolutely wide open. Big-time mistake by the defense. And the offense, the QB's like, hey, my man's wide open. He's kind of done some work. I'll throw him the football. Easy 6.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Underwood. It's complete to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes it past the marker. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
Ready? Kill. 214 close. 214 close. But hard.
Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Underwood. Pulls it in. It's awesome. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Buys a little time with his feet. And it's his fourth interception of the game.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take it. Going deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in...
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Here comes the two-point try. Here's Underwood to throw. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled.
Maybe a crease. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's Mensah to throw. Complete. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hurricane. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
Number 99, set to kick this one away.
And he's going to bring this one out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He fires one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Buchanan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Throwing. Underwood. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
With the catch, it's Marsh. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Under fire. He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Might be changing the route. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Underwood rushes on him. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This is a designed run. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Looking for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.